Welcome to Calinado. Today, we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Mexican romance movies. If you enjoy this compilation of movies, don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned until the end of the video and share your favorite film with us in the comments. Number 10, Wildflowers, 2015. Director, Pablo Perez.
Una vez la arreglé el desagüe.
A woman who is suffering from pain she expresses through silences, lack of communication, and unspoken. Marta, Carolina Politi, a woman who is suffering from an eternal and unspoken issues, and yet it is there. Her friendship with a young man from the area creates an interest triggered by its ambiguity. Is there relationship tension, or rather she sees in him a memory of what she lost? Is there an attraction, or does the young man stand for the ghost of that past that still exists in Marta's everyday life? Number 9, Huérfanos, 2014. Director, Gita Shifter.
Mi bien amada Nana Anita, quiero creer que el perdón se va abriendo paso dentro de usted por mi sorpresiva partida.
Huérfanos is a 2014 Mexican film directed by Gita Shifter. Tells the true story of a forbidden love affair set in the oppressive and violent atmosphere of 19th century Mexico. Melchor Ocampo, Rafael Sanchez Navarro, driven by the twin passions of love and idealism, defies the stain of illegitimacy to shake off the crippling yoke of Spain and the Church. In so doing, he becomes a founding figure of modern-day Mexico. The film explores themes such as family, loss, and personal growth, offering a moving and realistic look at human hardship and resilience. Number 8, The Red Thread, 2025. Director, Celso R. Garcia.
¿Pensaste que hubiera pasado entre nosotros?
7 years after a chance encounter on a flight sparked an undeniable but unfinished connection, Manuel and April are thrust back into each other's lives. Now, both married with families, the magnetic pull between them remains as dangerous as it is beautiful. The film explores the ancient Eastern myth that an invisible red thread connects those destined to meet, regardless of time, place, or circumstance. As Manuel and April navigate their rekindled passion, they are forced to confront a painful reality. Is the red thread a promise of soulmates, or a curse that forces them to betray the people they love? Their journey is a lush, emotional exploration of desire, infidelity, and the heavy price of following one's heart. Number 7, Ana's Desire, 2019. Director, Emilio Santoyo. Ana's stable life is thrown into emotional turmoil when her brother Julio reappears after a long period of estrangement. Their reunion isn't just a simple family meeting, it is a collision of past and present. As they spend time together in the confines of Ana's home, the film meticulously peels back the layers of their childhood bond, revealing deep-seated secrets and an intense psychological intimacy that transcends typical sibling dynamics. The narrative focuses on the tension between memory and reality. Julio's presence forces Ana to confront the desire mentioned in the title, a complicated mix of nostalgia, loneliness, and a forbidden attraction that threatens her current life. Number 6, Close Quarters, 2020. Director, Andres Clarion.
Cuando me diga que me quiere correr.
A couple wants to have a baby, but when the husband proves to be infertile, they turn to a new friend for help with unfortunate results. Manuel, Jose Pechina, and Lupe, Paulina Gaitan, are a couple struggling to conceive. Don't be discouraged, he tells her after she gets her period. You'll have my Manuelito inside you in no time. They live in a tiny but neat apartment that Manuel could afford by busting AS as a manager at the local furniture factory. When Ruben, Jorge Jimenez, a hunk with his sights set on the border, is hired, an instant friendship is struck between him and Manuel. Before you know it, Manuel suggests Ruben as a potential donor. Number 5, Dreams, 2025. Director, Mikel Franco.
My grocery San Antonio.
Honey.
Oh, you really want me to do it right now?
In the film Dreams, Fernando, Isaac Hernandez, is a professional dancer who chooses to leave Mexico to pursue his dreams in the United States, believing he can be supported and helped by Jennifer, Jessica Chastain, a socialite he loves. Deported from the country, the dancer experiences days of hardship as he accepts to cross the border illegally in a truck, suffering from hunger, thirst, and heat. The wealthy woman lives a quiet and luxurious life, always helping Fernando practice, teach, and even survive financially. However, the couple faces great drama due to their socioeconomic gap. Number 4. The Empty Hours, 2013. Director, Aaron Fernandez.
Me llamo Miranda, ¿y tú?
Sebastián Ramírez Novoa.
¿Y tienes novia?
Pero eso ya fue.
Los amores van y vienen.
In a small, isolated motel, 17-year-old Sebastian works as a manager. There, he often meets Miranda, an older woman who occasionally meets other men. They become close and become friends, until Sebastian falls in love with Miranda. On the deserted coast of Veracruz, Mexico, the teenage Sebastian takes over the management of his uncle's small, cozy motel, which rents out rooms by the hour. There, alone most of the time, he meets Miranda, a regular customer who comes to the motel to meet her boyfriend, who always keeps her waiting. There together, due to their free time, Sebastian and Miranda begin to get to know each other, and an ambiguous game of seduction begins between them. Number 3. The Obscure Spring, 2014. Director, Ernesto Contreras.
Se enojaron conmigo.
In the film The Obscure Spring, Pina, Irene Azuela, is a waitress and Igor, Jose Maria Jaspic, is a plumber. Throughout the winter, they both feel a strong desire for each other, but their circumstances prevent them from being together. They are not free. In an effort to pursue her love, Pina has the brilliant idea of throwing a lion-themed costume party for her little son. Meanwhile, Igor decides to buy a photocopier for his wife. However, when spring arrives, the peak of their love will finally come, filling their lives with hope, and their emotions will be freer, and their lives will be filled with enthusiasm and love. Number 2. April's Daughter, 2017. Director, Michel Franco.
Yo los puedo ayudar un poco, pero al final vas a tener que partirte trabajando. Y no es normal a tu edad.
17-year-old Valeria is 7 months pregnant and living in Puerto Vallarta with her older sister Clara. Fearing her mother's reaction, Valeria keeps the pregnancy a secret from their long-absent mother, April. However, when the financial and emotional burden becomes too great, Clara calls April for help. At first, April appears as a supportive, youthful, and caring figure. But once the baby is born, April's behavior takes a dark, manipulative turn. Driven by a narcissistic desire to reclaim her own youth, she begins to push Valeria aside, eventually seizing control of both the infant and Valeria's teenage boyfriend. The film is a chilling exploration of a mother who views her daughters not as family, but as rivals. Number 1. Anonymously, Yours, 2021. Director, Maria Torres.
Ella es virtual. Por otro lado, tienes a Vale.
The film focuses on the story of Valeria, Annie Cabello, and Alex, Marco Antonio Morales de la Peña aka Ralph, who face the challenges of growing up while forging a two-sided relationship. On the one hand, they send text messages to each other without knowing each other's identities, and on the other, they develop something more than just friendship in real life. Starting from an accidental text message, Vale and Alex's virtual friendship develops into a romance. But neither of them knows that they have met in person.